Talbert again, Texas Cowboy Butcher. First day of vacation. We're smoking a point brisket today. So I met up with my friend Don from Paradise Pepper Co. last week for lunch. We talked, we laughed. I think we even cried a little bit. But he gifted me some of this Smoky Woods lump charcoal and the Smoky Woods cherry sticks. I said, well, let's try a brisket out. So we're going to start a fire here in a second. Let's see how this Smoky Wood burns, and I'll get back to you as soon as we put this brisket on the smoker. Okay, so we're outside now. Charcoal caught really nice. Kind of see right there. Burning hot. And dump that in my firebox. Kind of right in the center. And I'm just going to start with 2 logs. These little cherry sticks smell great. I'm going to throw them right on the top of those coals. See some of that initial smoke coming off already. I've got everything opened on my firebox. I'm going to open the barrel. So let's see what 2 logs does initially. I'll let it burn some of this white stuff off real quick. Then I'll close the barrel part and see how hot it really gets. And we'll just adjust from there. Okay, so we're inside. We're going to prep this brisket. Just going to do a traditional Texas brisket. We're going to do a little bit of mustard binder. I've always liked using mustard just because it has that vinegar in there and it helps break down some of the muscle itself while it cooks. Plenty of mustard, both sides. Again, this brisket was already trimmed. It was that other half of that prime brisket that I had separated the flat and the point. So it's just the point brisket. And we are going to cook this brisket with some of this Killer Hogs Texas brisket rub. And we're going to be super, super generous with it. We're going to get a nice crust, a nice coating with it. Press it in nice and tight. Just salt, pepper, garlic, really traditional Texas brisket. All the ends. That's what your brisket needs to look like. Seasoned up. Any little bald spots, you want all that flavor to kind of penetrate through. I like this rub. I can see the salt. I can see the pepper in it. Smells great. And there it is. It's ready to go on the smoker. Okay, so the fire caught really, really nice. It's burning clean. It's burning hot. I threw another stick on just because I didn't feel there was going to be enough heat. It looks like there's a little too much heat sitting right under 300 degrees. That's okay. I'm going to let that kind of gradually go down. Once it hits that 200, 185, I'll probably throw another little log on, and that should give me a nice little constant temp of right around 250. But the brisket's ready. It's seasoned. It's been sitting for a while. I stuck a probe thermometer in there just so I can keep a close eye on it. So I probably want to run around and go do some stuff for vacation. So let's see what this does. We'll throw it kind of in the middle, but not really. Probably about 2/3 of the way over. The thicker point side furthest away from the fire. I know it's opposite, but trust the process. Because the heat's going to come, and my stack's right there. So that heat's going to concentrate right there, and it's going to try to exit that stack right there. So we'll let this go. We'll keep an eye on the temperature through the thermometer. I'm not going to open it. until I hit a good probably 165, 168, and then we'll go through that wrapping process. Okay, folks, it's been about 4 hours or so, almost 5 hours. We hit a stall. It stalled right around that 160, so we're gonna wrap now. The only thing we're gonna do is we're gonna wrap in the pink butcher paper, and I have some bacon fat that I had been saving for a while. We're gonna use that as our fat for this. I really didn't have any tallow. Just gonna pour a little bit on the paper, just like that. Let's see what this brisket looks like. Got pretty bark on it already. Shrunk up quite a bit. Looks good though. Pour some more. This bacon fat over the top. I'm a bark person, so I can tell you right now this is gonna be really good. The fire's still kind of holding steady, so fire on at 225, 230. I probably used probably about 5 or 6 of those little logs, this cherry stick logs. Nice and tight. That probe thermometer is still in there. Nice and tight. Nice and tight. Set it right there, right in the middle. A little bit more of that fat on the paper. Rub it in. All right. Now it's just a waiting game. Okay, so I pulled the brisket already. It hit an internal temp of 202, sitting in my little ice chest cooler that I use just for food. And I started working on a little side. I kind of wanted a potato with the brisket. I didn't want to do like a potato salad or anything like that. So I've done these before in the oven, but I'm going to try it in the smoker. All I did was slice up 4 russet potatoes. I seasoned them with a little bit of the Paradise Pepperco bunny rub and a whole lot of butter. I'm just going to throw them in the smoker, let them get fork tender. When they get fork tender, I'll probably put some cheddar cheese on top, and that's probably going to be it. So like a little potato au gratin kind of. Okay, so we're back inside. The brisket is done. It's been resting for a little over 2 hours. Um, I got the potatoes, the little cheesy potatoes that I like. Got some sausage. I made a little Central Texas little plate. If you know, you know. There's a little place down in Luling, Texas called City Market. They have this mustard-based sauce, and for years I've been trying to replicate it. I get pretty close, but it's still not the same. But I got the crackers, the dill pickle, the cheese, the bread, the whole 9 yards there. But let's look at this brisket. Remember it stalled out right at that 159, 160. We got that wrap with the bacon fat, little point brisket. Total cook time was right at 8 hours. Got a little jiggle to it. I slice into it. Beautiful smoke ring already. I can tell from that smoky woods. It's gonna be a nice little fatty bite. Nice texture. Great pull. Get a bite. This is how I've always done it. Little pickle, little cheese, little sauce, a little bit of brisket. Smoky Woods, Dawn at Paradise Pepper. Uh, Thanks for the wood. It was great. Did a great job. Burned clean. I did use your money rub on those potatoes. Killer Hogs for the great crust on this brisket. Let's take a bite. There's nothing wrong with that.